Even though your body is subject to death because of sin, the Spirit gives life because of righteousness. Did you see it? If Christ is in you, even though your body is subject to death, even with the pressure cooker on, even with all the things mounting up and piling up, if Christ is in you, life is in you. Okay, notice what Paul does here. Paul doesn't say when you're on the other side of the pressure cooker, you get to experience the life of Christ. When everything simmers down and when the pressure is released and everything's back to normal and life is good, then you get the life of Christ in you. No, he's promising the life of Christ now in the pressure cooker. And if the Spirit of him who raised Jesus from the dead is living in you, he who raised Christ from the dead will also give life to your mortal bodies because of his Spirit who lives in you. If Christ is in you, life is in you. Therefore, brothers and sisters, we have an obligation, but it's not to the flesh. That's not going to get us anywhere. That's going to just make this pressure cooker thing worse. That's going to make this world worse. That's going to make this community worse. It's not to the flesh to live according to it. For if you live according to the flesh, you will die. Death is a result. We see it all over our world. We respond in self-interest and the pressure cooker's on. But if by the Spirit you put to death the misdeeds of the body, you will live. If Christ is in you, life is in you. Doesn't matter, pressure cooker or not. If Christ is in you, life is in you. We want to be renewed. We are being renewed. This isn't a one-time thing. We are being renewed to participate in Jesus' story. This is an over and over and over and over and over again process because we're always kind of summoned. It's like the voice of the flesh still is calling out like, hey, Nate, hey, like, don't you remember me? No, like that's the dialogue in our minds, in our hearts, as we learn to live with Christ in us, life in us, and not ruled by those old voices. We need renewal. If we are living on our own reserves and on our own energy, we will miss becoming the type of people God wants to form us into. And if we are living on our own reserves and our own energy, we'll miss the life found in the pressure. How many of you like, I want some life in the pressure cooker? If Christ is in you, life is in you.